morning. I swear a lot.
Hello friends, and welcome back to Limbus Company, welcome back to Canto 7. So, I now officially will have told this information over all 3 current series, even though one just ended, but I'm currently ill, so the episode will probably be shorter and a little less exuberant. But I'm gonna attempt to keep it up regardless and be strong and at least somewhat interesting, I don't know. But just so you know, we're not gonna be on form today, alright? We'll be on form next time. For sure. How long can my 4th cold in a month and a half last? I mean, really. Everything will be fine. Of the excellent dialogue in which our exceptional informant LCD department has passed intel to us in our 2nd communication. Oh boy. Does headquarters know anything about La Mancha Land?
주변 구경이라도 가볼까?
If we do, we'll have to carry Don Quixote, because I don't think she can walk right now. And she's probably quite angry and covered in blood. We just got her that uniform, she's already got it covered in blood. It's unbelievable, truly. They're expensive, you know. I can't rewind clothes. Can I? Technically I can. After nervously looking around the room, Rhodia tried to leave the tent, but Virgilia stopped her. Oh, now we have to do this as well, yeah, ooh.
남아있어라. 마지막 전달 사항이 있으니.
Before you go, Rhodia, I have things I'd like to say. Wholesome, kind things that definitely don't involve the utter bodying of Don Quixote, more than she already has been.
교육 같은 건 좀 끝나고 해도 되지 않겠냐? 꼬맹이가 사고 친 건 맞지만 그래도 별일 없었잖아.
Shockingly reasonable, Heathcliff, and very cool. I appreciate that, and it would be a good point, you know. There's no point beating her ass now, she's already in a really bad state.
회사 측에서 제공할 단독 정보가 있어서 남으라고 했을 뿐이다.
Also respectable. It's weird though, like, you know, it said in the command tent, which I guess we're back in now, that Virgilius didn't seem particularly angry at Don Quixote's outbursts, and the question is why? Maybe because he knows this is her gig, as it were, and he's like, I don't need to do anything. Things are already gonna get a lot worse for you very soon. I'll let you figure it out. Sir Lord Redgaze the 5th Esquire, Supreme Manager Prime. I'm the manager.
문제 삼지 않을 테니 조용히 듣기나 하도록.
Well, something's the matter because this is highly unusual. Virgilius is just like, oh, you nearly jeopardized the entire mission, but it's fine. Whatever. I don't even care. Check this out.
붉은 특색이시오. 본인은 언제나 그대에게만 충정을 바칠 것을 맹세하겠네.
You might not want to cash that check, trust me. That seems like a poor idea. Virgilius produced a small tablet and began loading something up on its screen.
우리에게 정보를 제공해줄 자는 현재 일신상의 사정으로 이 자리엔 함께할 수 없는 상황이다.
It's Effie, isn't it? Is she still in hospital?
불가피하게 기기를 활용해서 전달할 수밖에 없다는 점 양해 바란다더군.
Yeah, it's Effie.
들리나?
Virgilius' expression there is the expression I expect he pulls whenever he sees the sinners doing anything. Like, you know, a very, very tired and overworked primary school teacher with their kids out on a field trip. Just like you literally step off the bus and one of them has already eaten 3 mushrooms and you're like, I hope they weren't poisonous. There's nothing I can do about it now if they were. Yeah. He doesn't drink, I don't think, or if he does, then not much, but he looks like he drinks a lot.
아까는 공식적으로 허가가 된 영상이 아니면 모두...
Are we being sneaky?
물론 허가는 받았다. 뿐만 아니라 이 장소에서 들려오는 모든 참가자의 대화는 비사에서 녹음하고 있지.
Nah, we're just special and important. Okay.
그 정도면 녹음이 아니라 도청 아닌가?
They do have us all bugged. Very bugged. You'll note that I'm not particularly surprised.
물론 그쪽에서 대가 없이 제공한 호의는 아니다. 라만차랜드를 만든 원흉을 잡아오는 것과 관련이 있는 정보라는 것을 설득해야 했지.
To be fair, they probably don't want to spend all of this money on this operation just to have one of the fixer officers with their own agenda fuck everything up, or potentially make it even worse. Like, what if one of the fixer officers is like, yeah, I'm gonna go there just so I can join the fucking blood fiends, and they're like, well, we'd really rather you didn't, actually.
림버스 컴퍼니 SD 부서의 현장 추리팀장
Oh.
로제스라고 한다. 오래전부터 뒤틀린 현상에 대해 추적하고 정보를 수집했었지. 그리고
Oh, it's a distortion detective and such. Okay. That reminds me, we did have a quick call with someone from the LCD back when. She had a pretty bubbly personality, I think, and her name was...
나도 있어 나도. 오랜만. 에즈라야.
She's... I can't actually tell if she's tiny from here, but she looks tiny.
너희 혈기들 잡으러 간다며. 탐정님 아니 팀장님의 조언도 없이 그냥 갈 셈이었어? 아, 우리 팀장님은 말이지. 왕년에 혈기들을 여럿 상대하고 다니시기도 했어.
There's a little smiley face on the screen, that's fun. And apparently Distortion Detective was just a series of Castlevania comics, if that information is anything to go by.
말씀 좀 해주세요, 팀장님. 그때 막 휘리릭 하고.
Tell them about it, boss. Don't worry, I'll do the sound effects. You just tell them the story. She'd walk in, she'd be like, and then the blood fiend would be like, and then she'd be like, and then she'd kill them. That was the story.
그래, 일전에는 혈기들에 대해서도 연구하고 상대해본 적이 있었다. 그때 나는 혈기 중 장로, 그러니까 제1권속과도 만난 적이 있었지.
How the fuck did you survive that?
잠깐만요. 제1권속이면
And then Moses is like, yeah, she's standing over there. You know, the girl with the blonde hair.
저번에 만난 게 제6권속 그리고 제7권속이었으니까
I sure hope there isn't a first kindred at La Mancha Land. Or we're doomed.
뭐 그날의 자세한 얘기까지 하기에는 이야기가 길어지니 생략하도록 하지.
Read the comic in your own time. I've got stuff to say.
일권속을 처치했는가?
I fucking doubt it somehow.
그럴 리가. 팀장님이 봐준 거야, 봐준 거.
Yeah, boss would have slew her, but she thought it'd be too easy. It'd be like beating up a child, so she let it go. Dracula himself just being like, whatever. Dracula wouldn't even be a first kindred, would he? Because, like, the first one is Cain. So Dracula would actually, assuming their existence in this setting, Dracula would be like however many fucking descendants down the line. Unless these two stories are considered completely separate in mythology. I don't know. I haven't really looked into a lot of vampire mythology. Maybe I should. I did play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines at one time. I want to do that on the channel, actually, because I've never beaten it. I'd like to play that on the channel. We could have a vampire arc, you know. We've had various arcs over the past however long. We could continue the vampire arc. I don't know. Let me know what you think. But I'm getting off topic, truly. Sorry.
정확히는 그자가 나를 봐줬다고 보는 게 더 올바르겠지. 너희들이 상상하고 있는 것처럼 피비린내가 날 일은 벌어지지 않았다.
Yeah, all it did was suplex me a couple times, but I used to get suplexed all the time, so it's fine.
오히려 그자는 내게 의자를 내어주었고 우리는 길지 않은 시간 동안 대화를 나누었지.
And by that, I mean she threw a chair at me and then started talking shit. I got one response, one comeback in before she threw another one.
뭐? 혈기놈이 뭘 내줬다고? 그걸 믿으라고 하는 소리냐?
I suppose you're gonna say next that he offered you a cup of tea?
야마, 너 팀장님한테 무슨 말버릇이야?
Oh no, the face is angry now.
혈기라는 인상이 너희들에겐 그다지 유쾌하지 않을 거라는 건 알고 있다. 하지만 적어도 그자를 포함한 일부 혈기들은 인간과 갈등 없는 평온한 나날을 보내는 걸 원하고 있었어.
I somehow suspect that if there is a first kindred or elder at La Mancha Land, it's not one that desires peaceful cooperation. Or if it does, it's one that desires it through complete and utter subservience. You know what I mean? I don't know. There might not even be one there. I fucking hope not.
나는 그때까지만 해도 혈기들은 지금까지 봐온 뒤틀림과 동일한 존재라고 단언했다. 그때 내게 보인 피로 일렁이고 찬란한 눈동자는 뒤틀림과 유사하다 생각했으니까 그제는 내 말을 부정도 긍정도 하지 않더군.
Well, she can't tell you that. It would make it too easy. You just know everything. That's boring. We can't know everything. As hungry as we all are for more information about the Project Moon setting, we can't know all of it, or it'd be boring, right? There's got to be mysteries. There has to be mysteries. I don't ever want every question about this setting to be answered. I always want there to be mystery.
하지만 정정하고 싶군. 혈기는 단순히 뒤틀린 현상으로만 해석할 수 있는 존재가 아니다.
Yeah, that's true, because Elena was a blood fiend and then distorted into a distorted form for the, you know, what happened in that setting, what and when. But the point is, she was a blood fiend before she distorted. Can a being distort more than once? Do you distort multiple times? Although, yeah, there are stages, aren't there? Oh, yeah, that's a good point. No, that's manifestation. But surely distortion would probably have a similar thing where you could partially distort, not fully distort. Maybe this was covered in Distortion Detective. Don't know, didn't read it, stop telling me to. Point is, it seems that the theory has been disproven. But yeah, maybe Elena could have partially distorted and then fully distorted, and that would have explained. But why would every single blood fiend be a partial distortion? No, that wouldn't work. That makes no sense. As she's just said, because she just said her theory was disproven. But I don't know, it gave me pause for thought.
그 본질은 뒤틀림과 유사하지만 결과적으로는 뒤틀림이 아니었다. 우리는 뒤틀림을 해결하듯 혈기를 풀어내려다 실패했지.
It's seeming as time goes on, we're going to need more and more classifications. Because, you know, we had abnormalities initially, then we had distortions, and in this one we've added pacatulum. There's going to be more, for sure.
그 근원에 대해서는 따로 연구를 진행 중에 있다.
Oh, I'm sure that'll go well, yeah, totally.
연구를 진행 중이라면 일반적으로 알려지지 않은 정보를 우리에게 제공할 수 있다는 뜻이겠군.
She's like, yes, indeed. They like the color blue, and they are partial to scones on a Wednesday, but only Wednesday. If you give them a scone on a Tuesday, they will kill you. So make sure it is only a Wednesday. And also, they like their OJ poured 60% of the glass full with 1.5 ice cubes at 3 p.m. If it's 3:05, then you will die. Also, if you have blood, they might just take it from you, you know. Like, that's what they do. Yeah. But these are the important facts that those of the public do not know.
그런 셈이지.
Yeah, I'm not here for your life story, Moses. Give us the information. I noticed on the video feed that Moses intently yet briefly stared at Otis before continuing with her briefing. Maybe they knew each other from somewhere. Maybe Moses will come back for Otis's canto. I don't know, we'll see.
아침 이야기가 나왔으니 백야와 흡주 이후 뒤틀림으로 발생하는 혈기가 아닌 너희가 조언한 제대로 된 혈기의 기준에서 권속을 설명하지.
Wait, so there are blood fiends that manifested as distortions after White Nights and Dark Days. Wow, that's needlessly confusing. So was Elena a manifestation from the White Nights and Dark Days incident? She seemed a bit too powerful to be that. Wait, no. Maybe? No. Because the pianist, I think, manifested from White Nights and Dark Days. The Black Silence would have fought Elena before that. Unless my timeline is horribly fucked up, which it might be. You know what, Moses? Why don't you just tell us?
태초의 혈기는 강력한 힘을 가지고 수많은 사람을 권속으로 만들었다고 전해지지만 그렇게 탄생한 제1권속부터는 긴 생애 동안 단 2명의 권속밖에 만들지 못한다.
So there could have been an ungodly amount of first kindreds, but the first kindreds could only create 2, and then their ancestor, as it quote unquote, could only create 2, and it would be 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. It seems we've gotten to 6th. Actually, no, there's no confirmation of that. It's just that our buddy on the Warp Express was a 6th generation blood fiend. Okay, interesting.
가족을 무분별하게 만드는 건 있을 수 없는 일이어서 그렇대. 이거 내가 그린 거야. 잘 그렸지?
I love the chart, Ezra. It's fantastic.
하긴 카세트라는 녀석 샤샤를 권속으로 만든 걸 꽤 아까워하는 눈치였지.
Mr. Cassette, his favorite song is Cassette 666. You know it to be true.
어디서부터 시작해야 할지 파우스트도 쉽게 알 수 없는 발언이네요.
Faust struggles with the fact that there are so many things to correct that she doesn't know where to start.
이렇게 만들어진 혈기를 하위 권속, 권속을 만든 혈기는 상위 권속이라고 부르지. 권속 앞에 붙는 숫자가 하나씩 오를 때마다 유의미할 정도로 힘과 능력에 차이가 나는 경우가 많다.
So as far as I can tell, this and Vampire the Masquerade are near enough drawing from the same ideas about how vampires work. Could be right, could be wrong, but that's the impression I'm getting.
많다라는 건 그렇지 않은 경우도 있다는 것으로 들린다.
Very perceptive, my good man. This is why we keep you around.
정확히 들었어. 뒤틀리는 제각각이도 혈기도.
Yeah, some of them don't even like blue. Some of them like green. It's crazy.
나머지는 팀장님이 설명해 줄 거야.
혈기 또한 상위 권속에 따라 능력이 제각각이기 때문이다. 하지만 반란은 대체로 불가능하지. 물리적으로는 가능하지만 심리적인 거부감이 상상 이상으로 크기 때문에.
So is this kind of like the the different types of vampires in Masquerade? Like you've got Nosferatu and the other ones whose fucking names I don't remember. And I guess those would be based on the kind of person that the originator claimed as a kindred, or you know, embraced as it were. So like, say for instance, as a pure hypothetical example, the original embraced 5 people, and those 5 people would basically go on to form their own quote-unquote vampire clans with their own different attributes and abilities. I'm operating with a really limited knowledge of vampires in general and Vampires the Masquerade and this, and I'm trying to smoosh it all together with varying results.
부모 자식처럼 말인가?
Yeah, that's one way to look at it.
그래, 위아래로 어버이나 자식이라 서로를 부르는 걸 보면 비유가 아니라 상위 권속과 하위 권속의 관계는 부모를 따르는 자식과 동일하다. 그래서 그런 반란을 배륜이라고 받아들인다더군.
Going against the bloodstream. I really like that as a term. That's really interesting.
피를 가장 중요한 가치로 생각하게 되듯이 거스를 수 없는 가족이라는 개념도 새로 더 씌워지는 거다. 머릿속에서 도덕적 가치 판단의 기준이 완전히 새롭게 정립되는 거지.
So Bloodfiends turning against their sires is unusual, rare, but not impossible.
제일 아래에 있는 피주머니들도 그래서
그들은 다르다. 피주머니와 혈기는 가족 같은 따스한 말을 붙일 수도 없는 관계지.
Yeah, that's more of a farmer-livestock kind of relationship.
권속이 되지 못한 찌꺼기. 피를 보충하기 위한 휴대용 식량. 딱 그 정도의 위치다.
It's a pretty convenient system, really.
팀장님, 아니 팀장님, 그 얘기도 해주세요. 왜 제가 그것들 모가지를 확 꺾어버린 다음에 물속에 첨벙하고.
You should tell the bit where I beat their asses. Do you remember that? It was so cool. I was in there, I was like, "Pachow!" and then its fucking head flew off. It was amazing.
그래, 혈기들은 물에 대해 극도로 공포심을 가지고 있다. 실제로 물에 접촉하여 물리적인 피해를 받는 것은 아니지만 모든 혈기는 물을 두려워하다군.
Well then, why do they want to bite people when people are like 90% water, huh? Something doesn't add up. It's not 90%, I don't remember the number, but there's a lot of water in us. So what's up with that? If you just stay moisturized, they're too scared to bite you? Is that the solution, perhaps?
뭐라? 그럼 물을 잔뜩 들고 가면 쉽게 처리할 수 있는 거 아니야?
Yeah, literally just bring a spray bottle and then and you're like, fuck off, go on, off the sofa.
물론 너희들이 곧 방문할 혈기들만의 공간에선 물은 있지도 않겠지만.
I don't really want to, I appreciate you've seen a lot, Moses. I don't want to blow your mind or nothing, but you see, we do carry containers that could carry a liquid such as water that we could just bring with us. Guys, I'm having a serious problem. I've been going places and I want to have a drink of water, but every time I try and carry the water in my hands, it spills out. If only there was some kind of device or container that allowed me to carry water around with me. Oh well. Guess I'll just be thirsty.
그쪽에 뒤틀림을 감지할 수 있는 자가 있다고 전달받았다. 비공식적으로 들은 사항이긴 하지만.
It's me. Tick tick. It's me.
반갑군. 기회가 될 수 있는 차지가 된다는 건 기쁜 일이지.
Fun.
언젠가 실제로 보게 될 날이 오면 좋겠어.
I'm sorry, Moses, but it'd be a very dull conversation.
아쉽다. 우리도 갔으면 진짜 재밌었을 텐데. 거기 해결사들은 누구 왔어? 아까 들으니까 그 재수없는 까미오놈도 간다는 것 같던데. 만나면 나 대신 뒤통수 한 대만 까주라. 그 자식 방송하는 곳에서 한 방 먹여주려고 했는데 날 차단했단 말이야.
Yeah, get him, Ezra. Get him. Big content creator beef between Camille and Ezra. Whose side are you on? Ezra, all the way. Even though I just met her. I hate Camille as a person, but I think he's a fantastic character. He's delightfully infuriating and obnoxious. It's exactly what is needed in a situation like this with a lot of tensions between different groups. You need someone who is so overtly obnoxious to really set things off. And to have the duel with Don Quixote, where you desperately want her to win because he's kind of an asshole, and then she doesn't. Classic. He's a prick, and that's why he should be in here. It's perfect.
이미 우리 쪽이 까였어.
Yeah, a little bit.
아, 베스파! 그거 단단히 막고 있으라고 했잖아.
Fuck you, Vespa.
저쪽도 뭔가 심상치 않은 일을 하고 있나 보.
Oh, they're mid-operation. Oh, I see.
모제스, 당신은 이쯤으로 하시죠.
뭐 더 말해줄 거 없어?
Any final words? If you can find a way to carry water around with you wherever you go, that might save you in La Mancha land. That's all I've got. And then we spend 45 minutes debating where or how we could possibly find a container that would hold such a thing.
상위 권속 중에는 물에 대한 공포심을 이겨낸 혈기도 있다더군. 피는 언젠가 물보다 진해지는 법이지. 그 외에는 따로 말해줄 건.
There we go, that's a reasonable explanation. Well, a higher level kindred vampire, blood fiend, sorry, just doesn't care about water. What do you mean blood eventually gets thicker than water? It is thicker than water, that's it.
아, 이걸 말해두는 편이 좋겠군. 그들은 너희의 생각보다 피에 대해서 더욱 절실하다.
Brilliant.
뭐야 그게?
They always want and more blood than you think, maybe. Probably. With her last words, which left us wondering what they were supposed to mean, the call dropped. Well, that was fascinating. And fun. I like Ezra. Which isn't to say I don't like Moses, it's just that Ezra was a standout, you know. In which is discussed the merry oath of the bus driver and the manager concerning amusement parks. Okay, sure, yeah, why not, yeah. I love oaths. Oh, I love playing I nearly said vampire. Paladin. Vampire Paladin. Surely someone's done that, right? A vampire that just devoted its whole, like, endless unlife to smiting evil? Come on, that's great, surely. Whether or not it actually wields holy power or not, you can leave up to your own interpretation, because gods might be like, nah, fuck that. So the vampire is like unofficially a paladin. They don't actually wield paladin powers, but they act and behave and conduct themselves as a paladin, right? That's pretty cool. Just saying. We have about 30 minutes until La Mancha land manifests. We each decide to use this opportunity to gather ourselves. Meanwhile, I had something I wanted to ask Virgilius before we left. Virgilius, do you have any water bowls? But for that I need... Anybody seen Faust around? I need my translator.
아까부터 보이지 않으시더라고요. 제가 도와드릴게요. 무슨 일이신가요?
You know what, Hongler? You can help. I wanted to ask Faust to relay my words to Virgilius, but I wasn't sure where she was. Fortunately, Hongler was still here with me and noticed me looking around. I decided to ask for his help. Hopefully he doesn't take any creative liberties with my words.
30분가량 남은 모양이군요. 단테.
You have a clock on your face, and yet I still have to tell you the time. I always have so many questions floating around in my head, but whenever I stand in front of this man, my brain seems to decide to forget them all. Walk up to him like, right, I got some really good fucking questions. Finally meet him, and I'm like, do you know where I can get a good smoothie? I could really go for a smoothie. And I get my smoothie, and I'm like, shit, I was supposed to ask him the meaning behind my job and my entire existence. Maybe next time. Why didn't you stop earlier, Virgilius? Earlier, when Don Quixote challenged Camille to a duel. Did you hear that?
아, 통역을 해드려야 하는 거였군요.
Yeah, Dante, it might have been worth telling Honglu what you wanted him to do instead of just being like, yeah, you'll do, and then walking off.
단테님께서 왜 아까 말리지 않았냐고 물어보세요.
Now, Honglu, that's not precisely the exact same words that I said. I may have to fire you as my translator.
아하, 책망하는 모습이었나? 이해했습니다.
How could you interpret my clock face as a look of reproach?
쉔크 협회는 방금과 같이 결투로 시시비비를 가리는 것에 능숙한 협회입니다.
Yeah, Sinclair absolutely bodied that person in that uptight cutscene.
나름 기사도 정신이라는 걸 뼈저리게 익혀왔던 모양인지 결투에서만큼은 정정당당하고 뒤끝이 없기로 유명하기도 하죠.
So it was actually better off fighting that duel so that Camille wouldn't hold a grudge. That makes sense. Win or lose, he would have been like, alright, fair enough, and then been done with it. If he's a proper Sync Association member, anyway. If he's some kind of bitch-ass poser, then he'll throw jabs at us about it later on. Which he probably will. I see, so picking a fight with a fixer from any other association or office might have caused a real problem for us, but the nature of the sync made this a pretty safe altercation, huh? Only because we can revive people. If not, it would have been pretty fatal.
그 상황, 오히려 결투 신청을 막는 것이 돈키호테를 더 날뛰게 했을 겁니다. 그리고
Besides, it may have been something of a learning experience. Virgilius gave a long pause.
3번 수감자도 이제 정신을 차려야 할 시간이기 때문에.
Ooh.
어라?
Weird.
돈키호테 씨는 저희 중에서 가장 정신을 차리고 계시는 분 아니었나요?
In a certain manner of speaking, perhaps. Honglu's interjection was so sudden and random that I wondered for a moment if he thought we were talking about someone else. What do you mean? But Honglu did not correct himself. He pointed to his eye and continued.
눈이요, 단테님. 언제나 별처럼 빛나고 있잖아요. 그래서 신기해요.
That's true. If there's one thing I can say about Don Quixote is that she's always very awake. Eyes, huh? I wouldn't know. Wouldn't know. Don't know what that's like. Don't even remember having eyes. Couldn't tell you. Oh. I noticed that the light in Honglu's left eye was growing dimmer, like light fading away as it sinks into the depths of the dark waters. Virgilius is like, yeah, I'm familiar with the concepts. Coincidentally, of course, nothing to do with my position as a color fixer or my name. Wait, I have something else I wanted to ask you about. We got 30 minutes. Hang on. What I really wanted to ask Virgilius about was what happened on that train. But I wasn't sure if I could bring that subject up in front of Honglu, especially when Faust wasn't here. Oh, that's a clever way to create this issue. I appreciate that, yeah.
왜 그러신가요, 단테님? 안절부절 못하고 계시는데요?
Well, it occurred to me, Honglu, that because of my clockhead and lack of eyes, I can't see why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
괜히 초조하게 시침을 떨어댈 필요는 없습니다. 단테.
Don't get your clock hands in a twist, alright?
열차 안에서 무슨 일이 일어났는지 제가 모를 거로 생각하시는 겁니까?
Virgilius, you're getting a little too good at this. I think it's the gaze thing. I don't think it's that Virgilius can hear Dante's ticking. I think the gaze gives Virgilius some kind of... Mind reading would be too strong, I think. I don't think it's that. I think it's... perhaps a combination of an enhancement in his ability to read people, or some sort of surface understanding of people and what they're thinking, combined with him having probably trained himself to read like body language or stuff like that, you know, reading people. A combination of a supernatural and or magical and or enhanced element, and him kind of enhancing his own abilities naturally just through, you know, learning about this shit. Like you can learn, oh, if someone looks up and to the left, they're lying, for example. I don't know if that one's true, but to give an example. Of course, if this has all been explained in Leviathan, God, I can't talk anymore. If it's all been explained in Leviathan, then fair enough. But without that context, that is my assumption. Sounds like Faust kept him updated. Well, then tell me, what was going on with Don Quixote back there? Well, she's a fucking vampire, dude. I don't know. No, I mean, what is she?
돈키호테 씨의 정체가 뭐냐고 물으시는데요?
Honglu, I'm going to be calling upon your ability to keep secrets. Oh dear.
스스로 알아낼 수 있는 답을 되묻는 건 그다지 실용적이지 못한 선택입니다.
Yeah, but I want to get that answer before she eats someone, you know?
그보다 더 중요한 질문이 있을 테니.
Well then answer those instead, whatever. When's lunch?
가령 앞으로 3번 수감자가 어떻게 되느냐 같은 것 말입니다.
Stop playing with me and just explain. I get it. It's Don Quixote's turn now. Yeah. You're not going to answer that question either, because I'll get to the answer anyway, as long as I keep riding the flow to wherever it takes me. Even though prior knowledge might prevent this operation from being a failure, but that'll be my fault anyway.
떨림이 멎은 걸 보니 제 뜻을 눈치챘다고 믿겠습니다.
Oh, you know we do.
막상 라만차랜드 안에서 뜻대로 되지 않아 불안해지는 상태가 되면
I'll bust in and start whooping ass like I did at the mansion. Don't worry about it.
이 말을 떠올리 앞으로 어떠한 상황이 닥쳐와도
Yeah.
돈 키호테는 약속을 기억하고 있을 것입니다. 딴테.
Don Quixote will remember the promise. What, we playing a Telltale adventure game now? Fucking Kenny will remember that? The promise. I have no idea how that word is supposed to assuage any of my fears. Virgilius isn't the type to waffle on meaninglessly, so... I suppose there isn't anything else I can gather from him at the moment. Sometime later, back among the sinners at the empty lot, where construction of the Millennium Tower has begun. Wow, actually looks like it has. Don Quixote, about what happened earlier.
오늘은 정말 대단한 날이지 않았는가, 관리자 나리?
Is it? You got bodied pretty bad, though she might be like, I got to duel Camille, oh, what a wonderful day it is. It is.
하나 옆에도 실제로 보고 그 쉔크의 까미오나리와 겨뤄보기도 하고 방송에서의 까미오나리는 누구보다 의협심이 넘치며 용감한 해결사셨어. 틀림없이 서로의 소통에 오해가 있었던 것이라고 보네.
You remember the promise, but you don't remember his complete contempt for you and your desire to help the weak. And then afterwards he was like, she's stupid, wants to help people, what moron. Is that selective memory or is something else going on? How did you even access his streams on the bus?
나리, 본인은 말일세. 이제야 비로소 해결사다운 의뢰를 하러 가는 기분이네.
To be fair, this is a proper, I would honestly say, big-time contract, right? Like, everyone we've talked to has played it off like, oh, we couldn't get the big boys involved, it's a minor detail or whatever, but it's Urban Nightmare. This is for realsy fixer work. This isn't clearing out some fixers from a fucking warehouse or something, clearing out some rats from a warehouse or something. This is real big problems with real big consequences that can result in a lot of people dying, or worse. This is the big time. Just because we're not literally fighting the blue reverberation for control of the entire city, I know that's not what was happening there, but I'm saying something overly dramatic, doesn't mean that this has no value. It has a lot of value, actually.
악인을 처단하고 고통받는 이들을 구해내는 것, 그것이 본인의 한평생 꿈이었으니 말일세.
Don Quixote, it's not our job to liberate the innocent on this contract. We're just there for the Golden Bough, and I guess also to help destroy La Mancha Land because better work with friend than against friend.
물론 베르길리우스 나리는 황금가지를 구해내는 게 제일 중요한 목표라고 말할 게 분명하네. 허나
Yet.
본인은 그것을 제쳐놓고서라도 라만차랜드를 토벌할 걸세.
At least she's open about it. You know, Ishmael's all like, I might just do what I want and fuck the mission. And Heathcliff was like, I'm not even thinking about the mission right now. And Don Quixote's like, I thought about the mission and decided I don't care. To be fair, I think Heathcliff did have the mission in mind a bit during Canto 6. He was surprisingly well together during Canto 6. Don't get me wrong, he had his big moment, as it were, but for the most part, he kept it together. I was genuinely surprised. But I like how calmly Don Quixote is just like, I don't care about the Golden Bell. I'll save those people. You can help me or you can not help me, I suppose.
그리고 그 안에 갇혀 있는 방문객들도 전부 구해낼 것이오.
That's not good. I think this is gonna end poorly for you. I stare in silence as Don Quixote boasts. I think I saw stars twinkling in her eyes, like Hong Le said.
째까 째까.
That's my name, Ticka Ticka.
단테.
That's actually my name, but whatever. I'll take Ticka Ticka. I've been looking for you, Faust. Where the fuck were you? I had to talk to Vergilius, and you know what he's like. And Hong Le was there, and... well, that's not a bad thing, really. But where were you?
베르길리우스 씨와 대화를 나눌 필요가 있으셨나 보군요.
Very sensitive business that Hong Le couldn't find out about. I felt like she was accusing me that there wasn't any other reason I'd be looking for her, so I couldn't help but stammer. She goes on to say, you certainly weren't looking for me because you were going to give me some biscuits. Still haven't got those biscuits. I still need to order more ladyfinger biscuits, actually. Maybe for Christmas. Now that I think about it, I don't see her alone with Charon very often. What were you two doing here? I'm your manager, you have to tell me.
카론과 정례적인 루틴 절차를 수행하고 있었습니다.
I keep forgetting that she is basically Mephistopheles' main mechanic. Because nothing about Faust's appearance, personality, or general demeanor implies mechanic, but she is. She's like the only person who can. I think it's because she's too well dressed a lot of the time. She needs to have some like fucking scruffy ass mechanic overalls.
정기적으로 진행해야 하는 검사가 있거든요.
We're trying to see how many people we can shove in without it clocking. What examination procedure?
회백질의 유기결합 정상 척도 확인 및 전기 자극에 대한 활성도 확인을 메인으로 하는 검사입니다. 또한 외부 자극에 대한 뇌압 변동, 혈류가 정상 분포를 유지하는지.
You know, I'm kind of surprised that Faust and Merceau don't chat more often. I get the feeling they could have the world's longest, most driest conversation. Yeah, it could still somehow be funny.
그만하겠습니다.
Thank you, Faust. I'm certainly not one to talk, but I'm once again reminded that Faust isn't very good at talking to people either. Oh, if we could form a club, it'd be great.
내 승객들이 놀이공원에 간다고 했어.
That's right, Karen. We somehow managed to find fiction's worst amusement park if you don't include Silent Hill.
놀이공원 버스보다 재밌는 곳이야.
Not this one. I've never been to one myself, but probably.
일반적으로 놀이공원에 입장한 사람들은 심장 박동수가 평소보다 약 1.5배 상승한다고 합니다.
Considering what we're up against, I bet we can achieve a higher than average result. You know, I'm confident that we can.
왜?
Usually because they're hurtling through the air in like tiny metal carts, propelled by electricity and gravity, and held in place by like a singular metal bar and some straps.
의도적으로 흥분을 고취시켜주는 기구들에 탑승하기 때문입니다.
Probably shouldn't have told Charon about the vehicles.
대표적으로는 탑승객의 양팔을 결박시키고 3초 안에 100m로 하강시키는 기구와 가파른 경사에서 급격한 하강을 유도하는 열차를 모방한 기구가 있다고 알려져 있죠.
I can't remember the last time I went on a ride. Oh my god, I think I can. Oh shit, yeah, no, I think I can. I think it was like 4 years ago. It was Brewfest in Peterborough. They had a ride, which I went on. God, I think that was like 4 years, maybe 3, maybe 4. It was before LobCorp, I remember that much. Definitely before I started doing LobCorp. It was before I worked as a water treatment engineer. I'm gonna hazard a guess at 3, maybe 4 years ago. I should probably go to like an amusement park or something. I don't know, I don't have the money for that. They're all like $1 billion.
그거 난 복운전.
You'd be right at home, Charon, trust me.
운전사가 카론보다 실력이 떨어지는 거 확실해.
Everyone's the worst driver than you, Charon, don't worry about it.
그럴 수도요.
Perhaps. She's one to talk, especially when it comes to reckless driving. I'm sure there are other, more fun rides, right? Probably.
그럴 수도요.
Perhaps. We should go there someday. A real amusement park. That'd be the best filler episode ever. Make a list of stuff you want to do when you get there.
카론, 단테가 하고 싶은 걸 궁금해하시네요.
That's not what I said, though.
언제? 어디서?
I did specify amusement park.
저희와 버스 외의 공간을 함께 다녀도 괜찮을 때가 오면 놀이공원에서 하고 싶은 걸 묻는 거예요.
Do you just want snackos? Because they sell lots of snackos. We can get you snackos. There was a long pause. Karen's eyes glimmered momentarily as they began to wander elsewhere.
그곳에서 카론
Ice cream.
사탕 먹고 싶어.
Oh, a single candy. Looks like today's one of those days when everyone gets a twinkle in their eyes. Ah. We must find Karen a single candy. No more than one. And then she has to go there to eat it. She has to eat it at the location specifically. Oh, wherein is concluded the method by which eradication quest of fixers, the brave and the bold, are to be conducted. We'll give this a go, and then we'll round off for the day. Oh, we can deploy backups now. Oh, we're in there for real. Oh, shit. My backups are garbage. Maybe we can use,
필요하시군요.
Oh, nice. Yeah, backup bonuses.
기대되네요. 앞장서시오.
Maybe we can use, ego to, like, make up for that.
돌격 준비 완료.
뒷걸음질 치지 않는 방패가 돼요.
Which reminds me, I need to equip ego. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, well, let's hope we can win this with the first 7, and if not, then we're fucked. The current average level of identities in your loadout is lower than the recommended level for this stage. Start the encounter anyway. Well, the average is low because of the backups. We'll be okay.
기패한다.
But I need to start absolutely smashing those excavations. Fixers began gathering one by one at the site.
라만차랜드가 등장했습니다.
Ooh. Ball. Like Samus.
음악 소리가 들리기 시작한 시점 16시 12분을 기준으로 약 22시 12분까지 라만차랜드가 개방됩니다.
Fun. 6 hours, like they said.
네가 스스로를 포기하고 싶어질 때가 오더라도
Uh-huh.
약속하지.
I promise.
그게 다야?
Is that it?
앞으로 어떻게 살아갈 건데? 고마웠어. 해결사 잡지는 잊지 말고. 모험은 싫어. 부탁이니까 제발 멈춰.
나 기가 막힌 생각이 났다.
My brain is trying to, like, glean stuff from this, and I realize... Nah, I'd rather just find out, I suppose, but it is fascinating. Oh yeah, I saw that, did I? It's the same phenomenon I experienced back at the Great Lake. But these memories are much more fragmented, opaque. The glimpses of Don Quixote I saw were nothing like the person I know, but... Should I follow this journey to its conclusion?
가령 앞으로 3번 수감자가 어떻게 되느냐 같은 것 말입니다.
Note that he said that multiple times but didn't say Don Quixote. Because he could have just said Don Quixote. I don't think he used that terminology twice just to be dramatic. Dunno, could have, but I don't think so. I'll understand what all these glimpses of memories mean like I always have. And we made our way toward La Mancha Land.
여기가 라만차랜드. 뭔가 섬뜩하네요.
Yeah, it'd be perfect for Halloween. I wish I'd done it back then.
그리고 이곳은 수십의 실종자들을 낸 장소다. 방심하는 인원들이 없도록.
You were all about to die immediately.
드디어 모습을 드러내는군. 혈귀놈들.
Wait, they're just gonna come out and attack us straight away?
저것 봐! 생존자가 나오고 있어!
Are they survivors or blood bags?
저런 구도였으면 동시 시청자 수 최고 기록을 노릴 수 있었을 텐데.
I see what you're saying. I bet everyone would have turned out to see a live stream of you getting devoured by blood fiends. Would have been pretty funny.
무기를 들고 있군. 민간인은 아니다.
Ah, blood bags?
관리자님, 저자들의 복장 이상하지 않습니까? 보통 저런 고풍스러운 옷은 잘 입지 않을 텐데.
I'm guessing La Mancha Land has existed for a very long time, and they've been stealing people throughout history to become either blood fiends or blood bags.
혼자 입기엔 어려운 복식도 보인다.
Dressed in clothes that are difficult to be worn without assistance. Like corsets and stuff where they have to tie them up at the back and whatever.
누가 옷을 강제로 갈아입혔을 수도 있다는 거네요.
Oh. As murmur among the fixers begin to grow, slowly increasing in intensity, Alessio shouts from behind the line for us to stop.
아직 접근하시면 안 됩니다. 라마타랜드가 생기고 약 10분가량은 적재물들이 떨어지는 시간으로 안전을 위해 뒤에서 대기하고 있어야 합니다.
Spell its wastes? So for people to run out or what?
누구야? 어느 사무소야?
Are these people who managed to survive from the last time it manifested until now?
협회야?
Association fixers who got fucked up? Excitement is in the air as the fixers attempt to guess who they are. Fire Fist Office! I love this guy! Ah, he's great! Oh, he's got a little flamethrower on his gauntlet. Oh, that's awesome. He's so gonna die, but what a cool guy.
불주먹 사무소다. 저 복장은 우리 불주먹 사무소 복장이야.
Ah, your buddies.
거봐, 내가 뭘 했어? 누님들 꼭 돌아올 거라고 했지.
Yeah, what's the catch though?
분명 토벌은 못해도 생존해서 15분 이상의 진원을 할 경우 기여금이 있었어.
I suspect they're about to die.
적재물 추락이 끝날 때까지 10분간 접근을 권장하지 않는.
He's not gonna wait, is he? A fixer ignores Alessio's warning and rushes out to greet the survivor and helps her to her feet.
누님, 누님.
Oh no. Did you not notice all of this happen on them? Did you not notice any of that? He's like, oh no.
이제 됐어요. 우리 사무소도 반지하에서 탈출해서 빛을 볼 수 있어요.
Oh, it's gonna be so nice and everything's going great. And oh wow, we've rescued everyone from La Mancha Land. And all of the blood fiends fell over. We did it. Canto over.
놈들이 얼마나 무시했는 줄 아세요? 이제 인터뷰에도 출연하고 기여금도 받고 명성을 뒤로 빌릴만 나왔다고요.
She's gonna bite him.
생존자는 개뿔.
Question is, blood bags or blood fiends?
그러니까 조금만 더 참으세요, 누님.
I'm sorry, my dude. I really like you. I really like this concept. La.
행복한 미소가 꽃피는 함께 꿈꾸는 자유로운 라만차랜드로.
Bloom your smiles of joy. Ah.
오지마!
Ah. And thus was the occurrence of which was surprise to no one.
입구까지 피주머니들이 몰려든 걸 보니 탈출 직전에 변해버린 것 같네.
Probably.
변하는 속도를 보니 적당히 허접한 혈귀한테 몰렸나 보군. 권속이 높을수록 변하는 속도가 빠르거든. 타이밍을 제어할 수도 있고.
God, imagine that, right? Make it happen at will or say it to occur at the time they're choosing. You bite like multiple association members from multiple associations, like really spread them out like fucking jacks, and then at the right moment just, and then blood bags everywhere, and it's just fucking carnage. That would be cool.
저기 혈귀에 대해 빠삭하게 아는 것 같은데 우리 같은 초짜들한테 조언해줄 건 없어?
Does any of you remember to bring a spray bottle?
조언이라. 아, 이게 있겠네요.
If you say go home, I'm gonna punch you.
실력이 부족하면 죽을 거라는 사실을 겸허하게 받아들이는 거.
That's the same energy, to be honest, so I should still punch you.
혈기에 의해 피주머니가 되면 그건 죽은 거랑 마찬가지가 되는 거니까요.
Great. Thanks.
그거야. 항상 받아들이고 있는 사실인걸요.
Confident pessimism. I approve. Oh, hello. Yeah, I guess I forgot about you, didn't I? Okay, we're doing this. I hope my 7 main characters can actually win. Otherwise, we're in trouble. Oh, the music's gonna be fun as well. And this is... Yep, okay, it's an unfocused, so... We need to get those defense skills going. I definitely need to get, Rodiet up to I4 just so I can, you know, get an ego resource out of that purely for chaining and resource purposes. I think it could help a lot. Is it a waste of resources? Ah, probably, but fuck it. Start with that, go into that, make it... Oh, they've got... Hang on, they're doing counters. The music's fun. Reminds me... It's not the same at all, but it reminds me of Hod's elevator music of Doom back in Logcourt. God, we're not going to do a lot of damage this turn, but I'm not taking counters. They're pointless. It's fine. They can just get their borrowed time going. As long as Faust wins that, we're in the money. Oh, yeah. Only one counter this time. Okay. Just gotta keep an eye out for that and we'll be good. I command thee, halt! It's probably not the move to lead with because, you know, you want to build up to it. But on the other hand, fuck it. The move's too hype. I don't care. Can you just borrow more time? Don't you need to be at a certain... Yeah, if it's not in borrowed time, gain that. When it's hit by an enemy, inflicts 3 tremor. Well, okay, that's not going to happen. It's fine. Your defense skill is just guard. Okay. You can attempt to suppress. Try a shove. I'm not foreseeing that going very well. 5 tremor count and gain 1 attack weight. Yeah, go for it. Although, it's a fucking counter skill. Nah, I'm not doing it. Nah, fuck you. Not doing it. I'm not getting hit for free. Not in a long form fight. Oh, get him. Oh, Don Quixote, get him. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's the best. Very nice. Perfect. See, through this method, we can avoid taking unnecessary damage. Still on borrowed time, both of you. I know Don Quixote's lasts longer than Rhodia's. That's fine. Quick rounds for now. Go for it. Oof. Beautiful. Love it. Good job, Don. I love this T-Corp shit. Oh, yeah. Some cool fucking moves. And I love, absolutely adore LCCB Ishmael. She's so fucking cool. Yeah, this team's fun. Yeah, this team's fun. Yeah, I like this team. This team's fun. Yeah, this team's fun. Yeah, this team's pretty fun. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Good times. Yeah. And then that. And then the one-sided guard for borrowing time. Oh, these blood bags ain't got nothing. Oh, they ain't got nothing. Oh. Yeah, and there's the follow-up. Yeah, that dude's fucking dead. I still got counted because I didn't watch it properly, but it's fine. Oh, yeah. Oh, so good. And Don Quixote, yeah, you're out of borrowed time now. We can do something about that, certainly. Rhodia's in borrowed time, that's wonderful. Execute collections. Nah, don't bother defending against that guy, because the first attack will knock him out. Like, he'll be staggered straight away, so just go for it. And if not, then whoops. Oh well. Unleashed violence. More violence. Oh, I love violence. Achieving heaven through violence. Go for it. It's gonna be an absolute breeze. Oh no. Oh geez. Oh wow. Oh. Bad. Yeah, because he's got time moratorium now. So he's just gonna fucking die super bad. Off you go. Yeah. That's gonna, yeah, proc a counter. It's fine. That's very fun. That's very fun. That dude is dead. This should be a fairly simple just beat on them turn. I don't see them being able to do anything to stop us. Just kill him. That guy is so screwed. Of course, it was a pointless use of time moratorium because he'd already be dead now if we hadn't done it, but it's fine.
가진 놈들을 털.
No chance. That guy's having the worst time ever. It's literally oh my shinderu.
행복한 미소가 꽃피는 곳, 혈기와 함께 꿈꾸는 자유로운 공간. 라완천인데 오신 걸 환영합니다.
If someone was like, yo, you should play T-Corp Rhodia because she's basically a combination of Fist of the North Star and Dragon Ball Z, I'd be like, I don't believe you. And yet here we are. Wish you a wonderful stay.
지금부터 5분 뒤 입장이 마감될 예정이니 관람객분들은 질서를 지켜 순서대로 입장해주세요. 들어오실 입구는 왼쪽의 뒤쪽, 출구도 왼쪽의 뒤쪽입니다.
Remember, no cutting in the line. You'll all get in, don't you worry.
마감 후에는 입장이 어려우니 혈액팩을 꼭 지참하시고 늦지 않게 입구에 대기해주세요.
Don't forget your blood packs.
몇 시간 후에 다시 볼 수 있는 자들이 있길 바라지.
Don't count on it. This is going to be a fucking disaster. We've already lost someone. The fixer's cold voice contrasted with the cheerful voice echoing from the announcement.
불길한 소리를 아끼질 않네 저자는.
That's part of the fun, Greg. You know, you got to embrace it a bit, surely. Vigilius only gave us a light nod. Strangely enough, his aloof attitude was what gave me peace of mind. And the last thing I saw before the gate shut behind us was the awed look on the eyes of every P-Corp employee, all intensely fixed on the closing gate of La Mancha Land. As if they didn't even want to miss a little glimpse of it. This is going to be some fun, I can tell. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. Lots of tragic, needless deaths.
완벽. 생각해보니 고철덩이 발명품으로 고장난 윗대가리를 부수는 것까지도 꽤 미약적이고.
I love that the primary weapon for this identity for Ryoshu is just a fucking wrench. Wrenches are cool. BioShock taught us this, but we learned years before from System Shock, and now most like first-person games with a melee element have a wrench in there somewhere. It was one of my favorite weapons to use in Fallout 4. Modify a wrench to have a fucking like spike, like a nail on the end of it. It was rad. Of what peril befell us in the case of La Mancha Land and our encounter with the Blood Fiends? Well, that'll be next time, won't it? Because, as I'm sure you can hear in my voice, I've about reached my limit, I think. And things would start to deteriorate greatly if I attempted to continue. Needless to say, I'm well in. I'm very excited to continue. And I think that's why, normally, if I was ill, I would delay Limbus Company and be like, oh, I'll do it later, because then when people are watching this back in the future, it will be a proper performance rather than just me being ill. But I didn't want to delay it. It's just as honest truth is, I didn't want to delay. I wanted to play it. I wanted to enjoy it. I wanted to get in there and see what's happening. And also, as I'm sure we're all keenly aware, any amount of time that one person delays in playing Limbus Canto exponentially increases the chances of them being spoiled. Now, I've got measures in place to protect myself on that front, but it's still a risk. I could get spoiled and have the whole Kanto ruined, and I don't want that. So I'm not rushing myself. I'm just eager to get in there for multiple reasons, you know? But, yeah, we'll continue next time. Of course we will, and I'm looking forward to it. Friends, thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to our members and patrons: Tony the Horse, Cryolytic, Abyssal Angie, B-Chan, Grand Captain General Peace, Beanbag Turtle, Malignant Humor, Zanael, Cuds, Kana Samaria, Poe, Pork Chop Bread, Lifesteal, Mega Mr. Z-Man, Unclever Name, Lumen, Summercat, Flanny, Painted Dragoon, La the Hagsire, Lipotatoes, Proxy, Caminera, Moa, Heartland, Harak J, Dresso, Sion Distance, Lol, Ethrabin, Linky, Sion Cedar, Bimblewatch, Majoko, Moon, Alkia, Honeydew, Sweet Baby Red, Jess Kitty, Plutonium Pie, Dreamer Ghost, Lep Lullaby, K-Bub, Magical, The Frostbite, Monsoon, SCP-1068, Namad, and Kenny T800 for supporting me on YouTube and Patreon. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, it's a good time. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. The team is very fun. I think it's mainly just very flashy. I like all the stuff they do. The Time Moratorium stuff is very funny. The Borrowed Time stuff is fucking sick. And Faust just gets in there and fucking does violence, and that's fantastic. I love it, and I've always loved LCCB Ishmael, so that's very fun. And Ufi Heathcliff does a ton of cool stuff with that spear. It's just a good time. Yeah, I'm just enjoying this immensely. I hope you are too. Whatever happens next time, bye-bye. See you there. Doodles. Goodbye.